All right, so welcome to the daily note session for October 28th, 2004, but it's being logged October 29th. It is 25 minutes past midnight. So here's on a weekly time frame here, just looking at how the candle was expanded, opened up here, and is working the mid gap of the weekly SIBI there. Let's drop down to a daily. The more and more you do this, the more efficient and faster you're going to start getting, because it's pretty much all the same thing. You're not going to erase everything and then like start from scratch. So here we go. Price, this was Friday's high and this is Monday's price action. So we wicked up, came down, got near the midpoint of the weekly SIBI, and right now it is just pretty much working near that weekly midpoint, consequent encroachment of that weekly time frame SIBI. And then if you take a look at the daily fair value gap, price is pretty much looking like it wants to come down here. We have a lot of news this week, lots and lots of red folders this week. So you can head on over to forexfactory.com. Let me just write that down. Forex Factory. And you can stay updated with all the news, because there's a lot of news that's going to drop this week. It's the end of the month. Non-farm payroll at the end of the week as well, which is very volatile. So you get a lot of funny price action anytime non-farm payroll is around. So let me just make a note of that for this session as well. That way I can look back and any so non-farm payroll week. So that way, like, we know that the funny price action that we might get is all due to non-farm payroll, because I've seen this so many times. It doesn't behave good. The only 2 days would be Monday, which today was sloppy, Tuesday, and then the rest of the week is just, you don't even want to be in there because it's just way too crazy, and it's only recommended for those that have way more experience and, you know, and assume that they know what they're doing. So boom. All right, so pretty quick right here on this daily time frame. So price wicked outside of the weekly SIBI. That's pretty much it. See, you don't want to complicate it, because that's all it did. Why do you want to frustrate yourself? It opened, wicked up, came down, and it's working near the midpoint. That's it. Because we know we've been on a run from this SIBI up here, weekly time frame, which has been pushing price up. And then now we hovered down. Look at these bullish, undecisive, like they were in really like clearly sprinting. Then we had Wednesday's low come down, tag all of that, expand up, tag all of this on Friday, and here we are this week. So which direction they're going to take it, I don't know. I'm not Neo. I'm not in the Matrix. Boom, take a picture of this. That's that. Drop down to a 4 hour. So it's Monday. Really, at the start of the week, you're not going to really get too much excitement. Plus, there was no news today. So here's the Monday, Sunday, Monday right there. Boom. Took the highs. We want to mark that on this time frame. That's pretty much it. Work the high. That's that. I like to make this dashed. Let me use this. That way you can actually see where I'm at. So price, boom, took the high, came down. See this BISI here got filled, worked, undecisive, came down, volume imbalance right there, filled it in, pushed down. And on this time frame, on the 4 hour, it tapped the midpoint of that weekly SIBI, making its way down to the bottom of the daily SIBI as well. So, I mean, there's Let me just annotate this right here, which is this, and this is this color. Again, very boring, right? But you want to get nice at it, right? This is the secret to this stuff. You just want to see it over and over, over and over. And what do I see here? Right at the midpoint of that. So work right there. Hey, I'm actually recording some, so I'll be done in like 20 minutes. Cool, so it reacted there. Push price down, it came right to the midpoint of that wick. Pushed itself down. And right now price is working the midpoint of the weekly SIBI there. So, and it tagged this low right here. Boom. Bam. And I'll take a picture of that. Boom. 1 hour. All right, so on the 1 hour, this gets this gets smaller. And it's actually this color now. Wow. Okay, so this right here, this staying open shows bearish price action there. So that staying open there shows bearish price action there. Boom. Let me just write that. Stays open. Boom. So when you see that stays open, that's pretty much just showing, you know, that bearishness is it's on the path and it's on its way, because now it's an inversion, because price goes up, comes down, and then runs through it, works, leaves the upper portion open, and pushes price down. Boom. So yeah, like I said, this one's gonna be quick. As long as I got my notes. Look how it came to the midpoint. As we drop down to lower time frames, it's just showing us. And then from here, it rejects. And that right there is, I'm gonna get rid of that right there. Put this right here. Wait, yeah, right there. Now, this right here. Okay. So right here we have the bell open. Price came down. I'm gonna get rid of this right here. It's not important, but price came down. It was on a different chart, which I'm about to show. We have the new day opening gap, opening range gap. And price came down, didn't quite hit it, made an equal low right there, came back up into this area here, and then just like manual intervention, just high resistance, 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 resistance. And then eventually it came down to the midpoint, consequent encroachment of the new week opening gap, and filled in now with this candle here, filled in the opening range gap. So I'm gonna just make a note of that. So that's pretty much it, all I want for this time frame there. Take a picture of that. Come down to a 5 minute. See how like sloppy this looks? This is horrible. See that on a 5. And just darken that up so it can stand out. Boom. Then reject it. Eventually it went down there, but it was just like, look at how, like it was just make a high, take it, make a low, take it, make a high, take it, boom, and then just boom, back and forth. Just looks like price was just pretty much grinding. So boom, that's that. Got all I need from there. Now I'm gonna jump to where like all the work really, all the magic happens. Let's go here, tie that, and you see this right here, right? Let me get rid of that. Hold on 1 minute. Look at this. Look at this right here. That's what you call high resistance. Price is just not like why would you want to look at the opening range gap? So price opened up here. This was Friday's close down here, and it opened here and it came down, boom, retested this fair value gap from here to here, and then pushed itself down, but swiping people out. This is the first fair value gap, came down, hit the midpoint of the opening range gap, got near the high of the new week opening gap. Then at the 950 macro, price pushed back up, took this minor buy side, which is internal buy side, because the entire range is from up top to down here. So this is internal. Took that, came down, took this, then went back up, took the highs, came down, but made relatively equal lows here. Then just consolidated, and then boom. I saw this in real time. That was just fast into an old fair value gap from the 17th, reacted, pushed itself back up, took that out, came down, then took that low, went up, took these highs, went back down, didn't quite take that one out, created relatively equal lows, went back up, minor buy side, then boom, back down, and took all the lows that it created. See that? Engineered. One here, one here, one here. The 3 lows, flop, tagged them. And didn't come to the midpoint just yet. Ran it back up. This is 120 leading into the afternoon session. Took this high, consolidated. And now what? Boom, send it down, tag this low here, push price back up, take these highs here, back down. And now, finally, 5 minutes left in the market. That's when it came to where I had my original target today that I wrote it out like consequent encroachment of new week opening gap. I like price coming down here. And the reason why I like price coming down there is because when we have a nice new week opening gap like that, price tends to come back down into it, midpoint at least, and then react and then go up. But from what we're seeing now, it's just hovering inside here, and then it came down here. And what is this? That's the first fair value gap from the 21st that pushed price back up. So that's that is what you call a high resistance day. Take a picture of that. Like, I don't even want to go too crazy because here's where it shows you that bearish price was in full effect right here. We got a nice little volume imbalance. Boom, price at the bell open right there. This one, poof, pushed it down, came down, boom. Take a picture of that. And that's pretty much it. I don't want to go too crazy because just price action today didn't really do much. Just what I pretty much explained right there. So that's the daily no session. Short and sweet, straight to the point. I don't really want to waste too much time because there's no reason to overcomplicate things. Just price is like in a very, 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 very funny market right now. So I can actually start cleaning this up a little bit. I'm gonna dim that. I can get rid of that one, get rid of that, get rid of that. I like these lows right here. These lows are nice. Very, very, very nice. We got a new day opening gap down there. So let me just hide this, and here's what we got so far. Take a picture of that. That's it, short and sweet. Keep practicing, keep repeating this process over and over. That way you're in sync with the market and you're not surprised. And when you start seeing this right here, before I let you go, when you see candles like that, when you start seeing that right there, that is high resistance. These candles right here, where they're just overlapping. I learned that from the mentor, which is ICT. When you start seeing that, where it's just not going somewhere like that, you just want to avoid that and leave that alone. And that happens non-farm payroll weeks. So that's all. Peace.